like even before top 32.
2, 1, brawl.
No. Acno got upset by Marker in winners round 1. Oh, we're just getting into it. Okay.
We're just gonna get right into it. I also have to say, I don't know if this makes me a horrible person, but whenever I see a really good player get knocked out earlier, my first immediate thought is I feel so bad for Gnome the Destroyer 43 that has to get knocked out at 257th because to seed one. I mean, we're gonna have some people not very happy about their placements potentially after this tournament, but I look away from my monitor for 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and Delta hasn't been hit yet. What's happened, Junebug?
Oh my god. Wait, is there something special you guys call a no-hit game in Brawlhalla?
We, a clean stock, and then literally all other terminology we steal from Smash.
Okay, so yeah, a no-hit game would be a JV 4-stock.
Yeah, JV4. We call it JV4 as well.
That sounds so difficult. You'd have to win neutral so many times. I've never seen one in Brawlhalla. I wonder how many people have forgotten it.
I have almost 4,000 hours in the game, and I will, without shame, admit that I have never gotten a JV4.
Oh.
I'm not counting golds. Never gotten a JV4 against a diamond or higher opponent.
Yeah.
It's definitely incredibly rare.
Incredibly rare.
3 stocks are less rare. I mean, right now we're seeing 3 stocks can't even happen between pro players.
Yeah,
Delta
almost...
He's on the journey. He's on the path.
Almost certainly gonna get the 3-stock at this rate. As Sarme is in the high red percent. 1 axe and could close it out. But Sarme looking for something. Let's see. Oh, going for the dodge there. Maybe reading something. Axe and light coming out. Oh my, look at the percent. Delta playing with the food into the D-Sig. The D-Sig almost looks like an emote there with how Roman Reigns yells.
I gotta see this. I gotta see this now. Okay, so yeah, Sarme was orange and went into a Terra's Axe neutral signature. That's about it. Oh, we actually we also have an offstage interaction. GC D-Light Grand Pound. That's 20 seconds into the game. Wow.
Yeah, Delta is angry. Delta does not want to be in elimination side. As we saw them drop a pretty close set to Knees. Knees definitely clutched it up on them. But as we say that, Sarme's switching it up.
Now, Sarme is kind of the one harassing Delta offstage at this point. Recovery comes out too. D-Light Recovery tries to go for the ground pound for the full-on commitment. Do these guys know that we are allowed to be on stage?
No, they want to finish entire stocks solely off the stage. They are trying to swag on one another. As Sarme answers back pretty decisively right now. With the down air under the stage. Can Delta make it back? Oh my god, he does.
Now, I do gotta say, for any folks in the chat, because we did not give these players a brief introduction, because we were looking at the bracket. I keep expecting for everyone to be as old as I am. For anyone that might potentially not know, Sarme at his peak and also now is just kind of known as the offstage connoisseur. So Delta challenging him continuously with the on the offstage is really, really bold.
That's decisive. Delta's saying, I know your game, I'm going to outplay you in it.
Yeah, and I mean, so far, in the very first game, he was certainly very, very successful. In this, in the second one, though, Sarme is doing a little bit better.
And it shows a good understanding of the offstage game, because a lot of players who tend to play more aggressive off the stage are prone to get called out aggressively, because they're not going for the more defensive options to get back. So Delta's like, okay, if you're going to go really aggressive off the stage, I'm going to real recognize real, as Sarme does take a pretty solid lead.
All right, now, as you mentioned, Sarme with the lead. Oh my god, how did he... Oh, the way he outspaced that and got a GC D-Light for his troubles. This hair as well, hitting him off of the funny angle. GC N-Light, you don't have the options to get back onto stage. That last stock That was a masterclass from Sarme. There were so many nice interactions. That's how I would play a game if I went into replay and I could play frame by frame.
Oh yeah, the task level, the tool assisted level of play, super strong coming out from Sarme, and even out 1-1. I think Sarme is definitely looking to. I mean, that's a nothing burger statement. So I was like, he's definitely looking to win. But I had to stop myself.
Yeah, I think Sarme might be looking to place 129th in this tournament.
Yeah, if I were Sarme, I would be looking to simply beat my opponent 3-0.
I gotta say, it's so interesting how in the span of 2 games have we had such different outcomes. Well, I think the answer to that might be more simple than you think. When you have 2 players go this aggressive, it's such a small number of interactions that actually matter at the end of the day, because one interaction is half a stock. So the difference between someone destroying the other player can be the difference between winning 3 interactions, which whenever you're playing defensively, winning 3 more interactions might not even give you the win.
No, that is a good point, Paulie. And we also saw last game and the first game, whoever took the first stock was pretty favored as the game went on. When both players are just pressing forward, it usually matters which one has the lead. Oh my god! As Delta gets the hit.
My god!
No way!
Delta. With the GC side die all the way up there. The most astonishing part of all is that Sarme comes out on the top.
Sarme coming back and getting the reversal. Oh my god. These players, man.
I mean, we are only just getting started with this set, and this has been a roller coaster of emotions. Delta is able to get that stock, though, as we go 2 stocks against 1. Who said that Teros and Hammer players, on behalf of Sarme playing core, of course, who said that Teros and Hammer players have to play parry?
Yeah, no, this is actually wild. We also saw Sarme throwing out like 2 signatures just back to back before getting that last stock taken. So both these players just kind of going ham as they slow it down a little bit. Maybe the first time we're seeing some dashbacks. Oh my god, what a cross under.
Delta getting a side light there in. The damage is adding up at this point. Sarme is able to pick up the stomps there, though. Tries to go off stage. Weapon throw is going to connect, and the ground pound will seal the deal. Now, this is a very, very large lead from Delta, but we have seen that these guys, I was going to say they don't have much respect for their own stock. I guess that's the wrong way to word it. They don't have much respect for their opponent's HP.
Yes, and normally I would say it's too much of a lead to surmount. But because Sarme is so wild off the stage, I still believed. But as I said that Delta was able to get another punish on the SIGs coming out from Sarme. We saw that a couple times, the stock. Yeah, there we see the first one coming out. And I believe we're going to see...
I really like this.
Another one
I really like this pick that we're seeing. So, to be completely honest, I don't know how to feel about Sarme Cannon. I haven't seen Sarme on Cannon that much as far as tournaments go. But his hammer, pretty strong off stage, but, you know, not as strong as Delta's. We are having a game where we're pressing a bunch of buttons, and Sarme is saying, if you want to press buttons, man, Cannon is the weapon to do it. If you want to play off stage, I got gauntlets. Look at that, 20 seconds. That's a clean stock almost.
Sarme on the Onyx, a cool pick from him. I actually love Cannon gameplay. I love both Cannon and gauntlets. Both very springy weapons. I'm sure if you're playing against the Cannon and gauntlets and you get knocked out in a couple of strings, you might have an opposite opinion as me. But look at this stuff. Look at the edge guard coming out from Sarme. So much pressure. Oh! And the
dare just right up into the wall is going to hit him and then make that 2 more and a quick unarmed to finish him off. That's 3 stocks against 1.
And Sarme wants to answer back this set with the 3 stock of his own. Like, Delta got that 3 stock game 1. Uh-oh! Where are you going, Delta? Where are you going, Delta? Where are you going?
Okay. That's also a 3 stock. I'm going to be completely honest, Junebug. If I could script this game, I would have done a worse job than this gameplay.
Yeah, that was amazing coming out from Sarme. Covering the jump in towards the wall. Delta trying to get a touch to refresh. And again, Sarme just calling out perfectly when Delta wants to touch. Ground pound, down air. Delta not getting a chance to get anything started there. I believe he was out of jumps. Game 5. This set has had 2 3 stocks.
This set has been crazy so far.
I don't think I've ever seen a set like this, Polly.
Yeah, though. See, I would be inclined to say the same, but I probably have seen... I mean, this is feeling like South American gameplay, to be honest.
Yes.
Like, I hate to make that generalization, but this is just, like, so non-EU. I don't know how to explain it. These guys, they're
pressing
very unique.
forward. They are pressing forward. They are going ham off stage, and it's a bit novel. It's not what we're used to, for sure. Very important.
I mean, I guess this is what happens. You take 2 button pressers and you put them up against each other. You're gonna get gameplay like this. So far, though, maybe the most even first stock that we have seen so far. Delta able to take that stock down with the hammer and lights. I feel like many times you can tell how a player is going to play based off of their movement, and their movement is exactly the same as the other 4 games.
And a fun fact for you, Polly, is I believe whoever's taken the first stock has won every single game. So right now it's Delta favored as Sarme answers back, waiting at that signature. Let's see if Sarme can put a dent in the narrative.
Okay, Delta.
Okay.
Picking up the hammer now, and now potentially some more patient gameplay coming out. Delta being a little bit more conservative for when he decides to come in with the hammer. And I mean, he's just consistently landing hits on Sarme at this point. Sarme has been unable to break this neutral bubble, and these hits from Teros, they're doing heavy damage.
Sarme with some pressure on the right side, though. Yeah, not getting much off of it. And the reads that were working out pretty much all set, all of a sudden not hitting as both players remember they have dodge buttons. Oh my god.
That's it. I was starting to get word. We're getting into this territory now where we're having so small amount of hits that the players might start doing some wild options. But as I say, so Sarme is able to get that knockout. And might be the one to break the curse that you were mentioning. He picks up the true combo as well, getting Delta off stage. Weapon starves successfully. If he gets a lead here, it's very doable.
Okay, Delta waiting out that approach from Sarme. Very patient there, and then getting a signature of his own. Okay, Sarme is pressing the advantage. No weapons. Oh my god. Okay, finally gets the gauntlets. Oh.
Alright.
Smart.
Sidelight recovery coming out. Sarme able to pick up the Sair from the landing the Delta was trying to get as well.
GCD light. Oh. The sidelight's coming out from Delta. Okay. Man, this is pretty tense. Delta's at red %. This is potentially any strong hit into a recovery. Uh-oh, Sair off the stage. Sarme going for everything. Of course he does. He can't help himself. Sarme taking game 5 in a crazy set.
GCD like ground pound off the side to finish things off here, and yeah, honestly, I am at a loss for words with this one. I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel.